Japanese, turn 5, Operation Red Beach. It's Panzer George here. So I have 58 IPCs to spend, and with that I'm going to be buying 7 infantry, 2 tanks, 1 mech, 1 AA, 1 destroyer, and 1 submarine, and I have 1 left over. That's what that little gray unit means. So 1 for next turn. So I have quite a few combat moves this turn, and I've confirmed with my UK and American foes they will not be activating tech based on the recording I made for attacks. So trying to follow those as closely as I can. So we're going to start up here. There's 2 transports in Sea Zone 5. So we're going to be sending this submarine from Iwo Jima and moving in to attack. But we're also going to be committing the entire Japanese Air Force from Japan, 1, 2, and of course they have I have a special radar, so I have additional 2 movements, so they're all easily going to be able to go back to Japan. So I'm just putting those there for just to make sure we do the deed properly. So that's that attack. Another attack here is in China. So I'm going to be sending this armor up, blitzing through Xinghai, and I believe I can go directly through that. If not, I'll go through, yeah, I can go directly there. So I'm going to end up in Kansu. As well, this transport in Japan is going to be taking these 2 units and dropping them into that combat as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course I have 2 with my special tech. So I have 2 movement left over, so I can move into Quichao. Let me just put my little dice markers on that. Give me 2 seconds. So I have 2 movement remaining for that bomber to land, that transport to land. And for Sea of Japan, I've got 4 movement left because I have +2, so they can easily make it back wherever. Okay, additional combats. These 2 units here in Yunnan are going to move and attack Sichuan. As well, I have a tactical, and this tactical is going to be moving up to support the attack in Kangsu. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I have 2 movement remaining, so that die covers for both aircraft. As well, I'm going to be sending a tactical to help with the attack in Sichuan. So that one is moving in there, and that will have 2 movement left. Got to get a couple more die. So this unit will have 4 movement left because he's also on an airfield. This fighter's got other plans. Okay, so down here in we're going to be sending 2 units from Malaya, and we'll be doing an assault here on Celebes, an amphibious landing. And as I mentioned, we're going to be using this whole Air Force here. So first of all, we want to get rid of this transport. So we're going to send in a destroyer fighter from the Philippines and do an auto kill on this Commonwealth transport, and then the rest of them are all going to support the attack. So we've got 2 fighters and 2 tacticals. So those will be supported, and they have 1, 2, and they have 4 movement left. So I'll indicate that for all my ranged die there. As well, I'm going to be moving in, I'm going to be coming down here. I want to land in Borneo with this one, do an amphibious assault in Borneo. So I'll be moving down, and so I'll be going 1, 2, so I can pick up this infantry in Shan State and then do an invasion of Borneo. So that one is covered. And just so I don't forget, I'm going to be moving in a cruiser, so we're just going to intimidate the locals to make sure we capture that. As well, we're going to be moving in an infantry in Shenxi to take that back as the cavalry, the Chinese cavalry came down. So we're going to go back and encourage the natives to stay with the imperialist cause. And I think that's all my combats. So I'm going to be doing an amphibious landing, but that's in the non-combat move. I'm going to be landing in Iran, but that's non-combat. Okay, so let's do our combats here. Okay, why don't we start with we'll start with Kiangsu. So we have, I'll put that on the battle board, 2 seconds. So I have 1 Chinese infantry defending, and I have a tank and 2 paratroopers and a tactical coming in. So let's do that one. So it's set up here. Let's do that combat. So we have a tank, we have a tactical with both fire at 3, and we have 2 unsupported paratroopers coming in. I need 1 hit. So I just managed that 1 hit, and they actually fire back at a 2. I could have done this all together, and they miss. The next one is at stage 1. They have a cavalry there. The cavalry defends on a 1. We have an infantry and artillery and a tactical. So I can roll that together. We have a tactical. We have an infantry and artillery. And then they have a cavalry which defends at a 1. That's a total of 4 units. And everybody missed. We'll try that one again. Those horses are really fast. Okay, we managed to kill the cavalry. The next one we're going to do is the Celebes. We have 2 Commonwealth defending. We have an infantry and an artillery supported. We have 2 dive bombers, which are paired with 2 fighters. So we're going to do that combat. And we do an auto kill in the transport. I have 1 fighter, as I mentioned, on the transport, so that's sunk right away. So we'll just take that one off, and now we'll do the combat. So for the so I have infantry, artillery paired. I have 2 fighters, which are at a 3, and I have 2 tacticals, which are at a 4, and I have to get 2 hits. So here we go. So you can see I have 2 hits. So then they fire back. They fire at a 2. And they score 1 hit. So I'm going to take the infantry off. And so I capture the Celebes. The next one is the transports. So this is the first time I've done a target select with a submarine. But the transports right now, because they're paired, they defend at a 1. However, if I manage to sink one of them, then they don't defend at all. It'll be an auto kill with my Air Force. So we'll see how that one goes. And I've confirmed that they're not improved transports, so we're just going to do a normal combat. So Japanese submarine coming in. And if not, I'm going to be sending a lot of Air Force. But let's just try the Japanese submarine roll. and I do get a hit, so I sink one of the transports and then I auto kill the other one. So kind of anticlimactic for the Japanese Air Force. Okay, so I think I've done all my combats. Now I'm going to do my non-combats. So the first thing is down here in C Zone 72, there's a limping Japanese carrier. And I wanted to clarify that we did a convoy attack, but we didn't really miss. We just couldn't find anything. I think the British are scared of us, so they ran away. I just wanted that announced on our broadcast. So we're moving the carrier to 75. We can only go one movement, my understanding, because we're damaged. But we are going to be taking this transport along with this cruiser, and then we're going to be landing in Iran. We're also going to be taking this transport in India. Oh, sorry, this is I forgot, this is Eastern Iran. I'm moving that mech in there. Hope you can understand I meant to do that. We're moving both mech and tank in there, and then we're transporting this tank and infantry into Iran. As well, let me just think of anything else here. So non-combat move. So we're going to be moving Quichao. We're going to be moving into Hopei. All these units here. My foot's caught on the cord here, sorry. Manchuria, we're going to be moving out. Unfortunately, we have to vacate. There's just too much there, so we're going to be vacating that. And we're going to be moving to Jahal. So all the units from Manchuria are moving to Jahal. We have a mech and a tank. So we're going to be moving those to Hopei. And also, sorry again, I had this marked. We're moving into Hong Kong here with this unit, the infantry, and we're moving Guangxi into French Indochina, the artillery from Guangxi. We're moving the fighters back to the Philippines. Everything is going back to the Philippines. Borneo's ours. Okay, now we're going to be moving a destroyer to C-Zone 42. We're moving the battleship. These are both from C-Zone 37. We're moving the battleship back to C-Zone 35. We are moving this destroyer. Just give me 2 seconds here. Yeah, we're going to be moving the destroyer from C-Zone 6. We have 3 movement from the port, 1, 2, 3. So we're putting that in C-Zone 35. Anything else? Oh, yes, this transport should have moved because it landed the tank and the infantry. This fighter in Indochina is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're landing that fighter into Iran. Just make it a little bit tougher to fight. We're moving this transport back to Japan. 1, 2, 3, 4. That easily makes it back to Japan. This transport here in Kangsu has to land. It's going to land in Quichao. This dive bomber is going to land in Quichao. This other dive bomber has 4 left. It's moving to French Indochina. Okay, I think, let me just see if we've missed anything. Okay, I think I can put on my production now. Oh, I have to land here we go. I have to land all these fighters back in Japan. Fighters and dive bombers. So they're back in Japan. Okay, so I'm going to put on my production. So I've got a submarine and a destroyer. One's going in C-Zone 6. Another submarine is going to go off Shanghai. I'm putting an infantry in our AA gun in Shanghai as well, so that's a total of 3. I'm putting in 2 infantry in Indochina. I'm putting in a tank and a mech in Calcutta. I'm putting an infantry in Calcutta. I'm going to put a tank in Indochina. I think I'll swap. I'll put a tank in Kiangsu and put an infantry in Indochina. So I put a 3. And I've got 3 left. So I'm putting those in to join the 5 that are already there. So I have a total of 8 infantry in Japan. And just give me a sec, I'll chip that out. One, two, three, should be a total 8 there. Just got to get all the chips off the board. Okay, I'm going to put the roundels on so we can mark territories. So we've got Eastern Iran is a territory. We've taken back Sichuan. We've taken Shanghai. We've taken Gansu. Hopefully you can see that. We've taken Shanxi. We've taken Hong Kong. Just taking off everything here. We've taken Borneo. And we've taken Celebes. Okay, so we have everything on the board. I think I've removed all the markers. Give me a second. So disposition of forces. C-Zone 75, we have a damaged Japanese carrier. C-Zone 80, we have a Japanese cruiser and 2 transports in Iran. We have 2 infantry, a tank, and 1 fighter. Eastern Iran, we have a tank and a mech. In India, we have a tank, a mech, and an infantry. Malaya, we have 1 infantry. In Indochina, we have a tactical artillery and 3 infantry. Borneo, we have 1 infantry, and off the coast, we have a cruiser and a transport. Celebes, we have a artillery, and we have offshore, we have a transport. In the Philippines, we have based 2 tacticals, 3 fighters, and at the C-Zone, we have 2 destroyers, a submarine, 2 battleships, and 2 carriers. In Caroline Islands, 2 infantry and a gun. Hong Kong, we have an infantry. Sichuan, we have an infantry and artillery. Qingchao, we have a bomber, transport, and a tactical. And in Shanghai, we have a tank, an infantry, and an AA gun. In Hopei, we have a tank, a mech, 3 artillery, and 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 infantry. And there we go. Shenxi, we have 1 infantry. Kansu, we have 2 infantry and a tank. In Chahar, we have 1 infantry. Jahal, we have 3, 4. We have 10 infantry and 1 AA. Sea of Japan, we have 1 destroyer. Sea Zone 5, we have a submarine. And in Japan itself, we have 8 infantry, 3 AA, 1 artillery. We have 5 fighters and a tactical, as well as a bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fighters, 1 tactical and a bomber. So I think that's covered everything. So now we'll do the IPC count. So for turn 5, we have 26 as a base. We have all of China. We have India, and we get a bonus of 5. We have all these other areas, including new ones are Borneo and Celebes. We also get a bonus for Borneo and Celebes. So my math is we have 57 points plus 11 bonus gives me a total of 68 for next turn. Thank you very much.